I'm incensed that some super rich, powerful people are pillaging our public assets, libraries, hospitals, schools, parks, public housing.
He is spending
You know,
$500 million to
and
destroy
it's
this
my
library,
civil duty.
and they're giving him an award
So
for it.
here
in
I
there.
am.
Save our libraries! Save our libraries! Save our libraries! Save our libraries!
The library should not be targeted and given to developers, because we really should appreciate and love our sanctuaries, which are libraries. Everybody needs it, the seniors, the children, the entire community. It is a place where democracy lives. This is where everyone gets one library card, and we are entitled to the same books, the same amount of books, and there is no, you can't get it because you're this or that. It's true democracy. Don't you agree? We need your support. We need your support. Come here and contact Citizens Defending Libraries, and you can look us up at the website and the internet, and let us know that you're going to join the fight. It's about your children. It's about your children. It's about the future. We cannot allow Mayor Bloomberg and his pack of greedy bunch to take over our public assets, our public lands, and go after the most needy and the most valuable resource that we have, which are our libraries. So save our libraries. And I want to see you at our next rally. Save our libraries.
There are two groups here tonight. The Committee to Save New York Public Library, which started in 2009 with a petition to stop the Central Library Plan, which involves selling off Mid-Manhattan Library, the Science, Industry, and Business and Technology Library. And the other group that's here is Citizens Defending Libraries, which started in February. I'm one of the founders of Citizens Defending Libraries, and we started in February because the largest library in Brooklyn is one of the ones that they want to sell, and it serves about 500,000 people. The reason why it's so popular is because it's very well located. It is served by 8 subways and 9 bus lines. It's the only one that truly serves the handicapped, that has elevator service for your subways. So we started a petition in February to stop the sell-off, and we found out that there are other libraries that they're trying to sell. They want to sell off the Brooklyn Heights Library. It's right next to property owned by Forest City Ratner. They want to sell off the Pacific Library, which is the very first library built by Andrew Carnegie in New York. That library is also next to Forest City Ratner property because it's near the stadium.
What can people do?
People can sign our petition. Google Citizens Defending Libraries, and then there's a button that you can push that says sign our petition. So please sign our petition, and then we will send you a once-a-week email to tell you about our rallies, what the politicians are doing, which politicians are standing with us and which ones are not.
Please take a few seconds out to get educated about how we're trying to protect these libraries from destruction by real estate development. We need your help to make it stop. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for taking out a few seconds of your day.
I'm Michael White. I'm one of the co-founders of Citizens Defending Libraries, and I'm getting a little hoarse here because we are yelling. We are saying they're honoring some people in here, Stephen Sondheim and Mayor Bloomberg, and we're saying, isn't it rich, isn't it queer, we're out here saving libraries, and you're in there, Mr. Bloomberg. So why are they giving Mr. Bloomberg an award when he's underfunding libraries, when he's selling libraries, when he's shrinking libraries, when he's taking $500 million that could be much better used to wreck this library, rip out its stacks and get rid of its books? Why is the library giving an award to Bloomberg for getting rid of books? So that's how I'm ruining my voice trying to yell at the top of my young lungs. So
it's pretty interesting. So is this a new venue for fundraisers, this public library?
Well, you know, the thing is, you mentioned fundraising. This is supposed to be a fundraising. This is a fundraiser. This is their annual gala fundraiser. And this is, by the way, on the eve of the election. So tomorrow we're going to have a mayoral election, which is going to totally repudiate Bloomberg's policies. But, you know, it was last June during a city council hearing that Anthony Marks, the president of the NYPL, the NYPL that is giving this award to Bloomberg, said at a city council hearing that they can't get people to give to the libraries because they can't make a credible case, because people know that when they give money to the libraries, Bloomberg's taking it out on the other side. So that's what he told City Council. He said that Bloomberg was preventing them from fundraising. And here they are giving an award to Bloomberg. So this award to Bloomberg for selling libraries and shrinking libraries and underfunding libraries is about as stupid as putting Stephen Schwartzman's name on this building. Stephen Schwartzman owns the world's largest real estate investment company, Blackstone. And Stephen Schwartzman, who has that world's largest real estate investment company, is the one who is pressing to have this plan where we sell off the libraries and the library real estate. It's crazy. We honor Bloomberg and we honor Schwartzman. Each one is as crazy as the other.
Save our books! Throw out the crooks! Save our books! Throw out the crooks! Save our books! Throw out the crooks!
My name is Bruce Rosing, and I'm a native New Yorker. And I grew up on libraries. One of the first things they do when you get out of school here is they get you a library card. They start off, I think, at first grade. You get that. This library you don't need a library card to because it's a research library. But it's being gutted at public expense because obviously the site is very valuable. One would say the site is very valuable because the most important public library on the planet is here, but obviously this mayor and the people who work for him, or at least other wealthy people, don't think that's the case. So having done a job on the Central Libraries in Brooklyn and Queens, might as well do the same thing for the Central Library in Manhattan for the New York system, undeniably the flagship of public libraries in the country. Just destroy it. Why would you need it if you have an illiterate public? Burn everything.
That's very good. And how did you become involved in this movement?
I came across some articles and things on this, and then there was a demonstration, and you know, one thing leads to another. It's really very hard to stand still in this city and not get involved unless you really don't want to be here. The whole thing about the city is the ability to be engaged or disengaged as one wants. But this is one of our treasures. This is one of the most important things. During the Depression, this building was open every single day. And we had much of that in the system until following the Second World War. And we began a turnaround under a mayor that people think he did nothing. That was David Dinkins for the first time since Mayor LaGuardia. We had a mayor who was putting money back into libraries, expanding the numbers of hours that they were operating, the number of days that they were available, the number of services that they could offer. That was Mayor Dinkins. And this mayor comes in and for whatever reason has turned tail and decided we don't need libraries. In fact, one of the interesting things not in view is with all of this slicing and dicing of the city's public high schools, they are disappearing the libraries of the public high schools. They're literally removing the libraries, or in buildings where they still have libraries, they are taking away the books. What's a library without a book? It's a bit bizarre, I would say.
So you think it's fair to say that pretty much, unless your school is a private school, you don't have to worry about losing a library? It seems like all the public libraries...
Well, you know, the private schools are being profoundly aided by the city. They are tax exempt to begin with. We do that for all institutions that are declared to be not-for-profit, but we have allowed them to, one, bonus the amount of space that they can operate, and under this administration, through the Economic Development Corporation, we've set up a special fund so that they can get financing. So we are financing private schools, both for-profit, not-for-profit, and parochial schools, while we are cutting funding, direct funding from the city for public schools. The reason that they do that is they say those private schools are economic development. I don't know how you come to that. I guess economic development is whatever benefits the wealthy.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Save our stacks! Save our stacks! Save our stacks! Save our stacks! Save our stacks!